There's something strange about the house. I can feel it. I said so to John. I don't like our room a bit. The windows are barred. I never saw a worse paper in my life. One of those sprawling, flamboyant patterns committing every artistic sin. It confuses the eye, and following constantly irritates, and when you follow the uncertain curves for a little distance, they suddenly commit suicide. The color is repellent. A smoldering, unclean yellow. I'm sitting by the window in this atrocious nursery. These nervous troubles are dreadfully depressing. I fancy I see people walking the path. This paper looks to me as if it knew what a vicious influence it had. There's a spot where the pattern lolls like a broken neck and two bulbous eyes stare at you upside down. I get positively angry at the impertinence of it. Up and down, sideways they crawl, absurd and blinking eyes are everywhere. This wallpaper has a sub-pattern too. I can see a strange, provoking sort of figure that skulks about behind that silly foot pattern. I will follow that pointless pattern. I exhaust myself in trying to distinguish the order. One end of the room is almost intact, and they seem to form around a common center and rush off in headlong plunges of equal destruction. But there are things hidden in that paper. A woman creeping about. I don't like it a bit. Kept still, and watched the undulating wallpaper till I felt creepy. The faint figure behind seemed to shake the pattern just as if she wanted to get out. By daylight she's subdued. I fancy it's the pattern that keeps her so still. It's so puzzling. It keeps me quiet for hours. There's a very funny mark along the wall, a long, straight, even smooch, as if it had been rubbed over and over, round and round, and it makes me dizzy, and the front pattern does move. Then a woman behind shakes it. She crawls on fast and shakes it all over. She's all the time trying to climb through. Nobody could climb through that pattern. It strangles so. I think that's why it has so many heads. They get through, and then the pattern strangles them off and turns them upside down and makes their eyes white. If those heads were taken off, it would not be so bad. I think she gets out in the daytime. I can see her out my window. She's always creeping. Most women do not creep by daylight. It must be humiliating to be caught creeping by daylight. I always lock the door when I creep by daylight. If only that top pattern could be gotten off. As soon as it was moonlight, and the poor thing began to crawl and shake the pattern, I got up and I ran to help her. I pulled and she shook and I shook and she pulled, and before morning we peeled off yards of paper. When the sun came up and that awful pattern began to laugh at me, I declare I would finish it today. I've got a rope. If she gets out, I can tie her. I peeled off all the paper I could reach. It sticks horribly, and the pattern just enjoys it. All those strangled heads and bulbous eyes shriek with derision. I'm getting angry enough to do something desperate. To jump out of the window would be admirable, but the bars are too strong even to try. I don't like to look out the window. There are so many of those creeping women. I wonder if they all came out of the wallpaper as I did. But I'm securely fastened by my rope. I suppose I shall have to get back behind the pattern when light comes, and that is hard. It's so pleasant to be out in this great room. I can creep smoothly on the floor, and my shoulder just fits in that long smooch around the wall, so I cannot lose my way.
God's sakes, what are you doing?
Got out at last. I've pulled off most of the paper, so you can't put me back. Why, that man fainted right across my path. I had to creep over him